Morning, morning, morning. What's up, Clutch John, Anderson, JB, Purple Mango, Brady? What's up, Sinful? Good morning, Another Ninja. Evis, Sandollar, Cameron, Steve. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Carrie. What's up, Big Lou? Hopefully everybody had a decent weekend. What's up, Traveler, Javier, Dev, Deuce, King Clips, Bro? What's up, Divert? Good morning, good morning. Alright, let's just jump into this then. Glad to have you all back in here. Good morning. Again, hope everyone had a great weekend. Alright, so first off, SPY was dipping a little bit. They had a pretty nice push down in the initial part of the extended hours yesterday, and then they had a pretty good rise here in the pre-market all the way up to almost 410. Got a little bit of a rejection, and now we're testing what was the bullish breakout area. So now we're looking to see, can these areas hold, and we're pretty much watching as a combination between this bigger time frame level at 408.50 and the previous day close at 408. So there's about a 50-cent range we can watch for a potential hold. And if this does get a good hold, we could see a pop towards a pre-market high, which we can mark that now. And then we need to watch for a push over 410 and 409.50. So this would be good for bullish breakouts to the upside towards 411s, maybe even 412, which is, again, kind of the top of our range on the bigger time frame, which we can go back over in a second. If we get a break of this, then we're most likely pulling back down here into the 407 range. And if we can't hold this area to the downside, which I know there's a lot of levels here, but bear with me. If we end up not holding any of these areas, we will be taking a larger pullback to 403, possibly 400 flat. So be very, very careful. We do have CPI tomorrow, PPI, and other information coming out on Thursday. So be very, very careful. There's a lot of people that are already saying, I'm not trading today. And that's great. There will still be minimal opportunity, in my opinion. But like you guys have heard me say a billion times over and over, you guys should trade more light on weeks like this. Therefore, when you have a week that doesn't have all this economic events coming out, you can take a lot more trades on better opportunity, where you have higher probability of more favorable trades is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's pretty much my breakdown. Let's go back to the bigger time frame. Let's kind of have a gaze at what we're looking at here. But you can see, since we are starting at about 408.30s, 408.40s, we will be about like right here, pretty much testing the 9 EMA from the bigger time frame. We need to get past this area, 412, 407 to 412s, to truly see us retake this range here. And that still doesn't really put us in super bullish area. That just puts us in position for a potential bullish bounce. So we need to really watch over 417, 420 for new highs into this bigger trend here. But this could still be perceived as a potential bull flag. Again, you guys know me, I don't really like those chart patterns because they're not really fun to look at, but they just don't work out that well. But overall, what we're looking at is for a retake of this area and a hold of these highs. If we can hold these highs here, these highs here, these highs here, then we're looking really good for upside. If we cannot hold this area, we will be taking a larger pullback. But give me a thumbs up if everything makes sense on SPY while I type this up real quick. Above 409.52, 410 for bullish breakouts. Watch for possible bounces between 408 and 408, which is 55, rounded up a little bit. Below 408s, we can see a pullback towards 407s. Below, I'm going to say 407s to 405s. Below 405s, we can see pullback towards 403/400. Pretty simple. A lot of levels to look at today, but it's all pretty simple. And it does look like a majority of you understand it. You like it. Good, good, good. Good morning to everybody. Glad to have you all in here. Members, if you have a green name, if you're a member of the channel, be sure to check out the members section on my YouTube page. You do have a new video up from yesterday. Every Sunday and Wednesday we're dropping a new spy update. So your next one will be on Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that video. But we have spy done. Let's go to the next one. Previous day open. I got that marked. Pre-market low. All right, cool. This is actually pretty easy. $151.70, $152.15 towards 153. I should say 153. Pull back towards, spell towards wrong, towards 149.50. Ooh, Microsoft, very nice push. They didn't even have that initial dip at all. They just kept going up. And yeah, for this one, you're going to definitely want to watch the previous day close for a pullback. So you can look over pre-market high on Microsoft or for a pullback down under previous day close. Pretty good amount of distance under them for a potential retest. Amazon, we got previous day close right there. Whoops. Keep doing that. This area can be used for a potential bullish breakout or for an initial area. Dude, my phone keeps trying to talk to me. Previous day. Oh. Previous day open. Okay, so yeah, that's the same area. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Damn, I kind of like Amazon a lot too. It's like 97.50. Alright, so we'll look over 98.20 for a bullish breakout towards 98.65 to 98.85, above 99 for more upside, below 97.50 we'll pull back towards whatever this is here, 97, 96.40, and we'll just say 96 flat. Below 95, 90s for more downside. Ooh, Tesla not liking this today. It looks like, eesh, rejecting 200, which we all know that's a pretty strong psychological level for that chart. Yeah, 199. It's pretty much 200 to the upside. Very ugly for Tesla. So Tesla actually looks really good under 191.30s. So we can definitely look out for that. I'll just mark it red. We'll come back to it. And then for upside, they have to break this level here. 200 is essentially the level to break, which they still have a level 202.25, 205-ish area. So you have two really, really good targets past 200. If my voice is low, you have to turn it up. It's the same volume as it's ever been. I haven't touched anything volume-wise. Same exact volume as any other stream. Move my mic closer a little bit, I guess. So let me type Tesla. Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. Can you yell at us while you stream? Nah. I'm actually getting kind of a cold, but I actually feel really, really good today. (202.25/205) below 191.30 towards 190, 188.25, 185.15. AMD will do previous day high here, meet of the yesterday high, which is actually pretty cool that it lines up with the yesterday's open as well as the pre-market high area. So we'll be potentially looking past both. Nvidia, I really want to do Nvidia because I looked at that one last night, and Netflix actually looks pretty good too. So let's type Nvidia. Morning. Remember, no trade and no loss is better than trade and a loss. Preach. Unless it's just a good entry, you're allowed to have a good loss. Just don't force things. Okay, yeah, I like Nvidia a ton. Below 212s. Target 210/208. And then Netflix, I'm going to add it, but I'll have to adjust this list here, like push this up a little. Then we could do this. There we go. That looks easier. Above, previous day high, previous day open, previous day close, which is basically previous day low. So under 346.30s, that looks very bad for Netflix. Above 351.30s, that can look a lot better. Now let's be really careful with targets here. 353, 355, 359. Below 346, I'm just gonna say 25 to round it up a little bit. 346.25 towards what's under this. 344, 341.50. It's weird typing that. All right, well, that's our list today. We got to go through other ones as well, that not just the ones on here, but we'll also try to update the weights as much as possible, like usual. I mean, a big thing of what we do in the stream every day is covering the weights anyway, which I hope a lot of you guys are catching on to. Again, I don't ask that enough, but how many of you feel like you're getting better at figuring out the weighting of different things? Knowing that Apple and Microsoft are king of tech, you know, having knowledge of, oh, discretionary, what tickers are in that, Tesla, Amazon, Nike, Home Depot, McDonald's, you know, going on, and being able to cover what SPY is possibly doing without even actually looking at SPY, because you're again looking at the weights as a whole. Let me get a screenshot of SPY too for people who are getting this list. All right, list is sent, everybody. 1 second. All right. What are y'all saying in here, you hooligans? One of my friend's dad loved Nvidia so much he named her Levidia. Jesus. That's pretty funny. Yep, that's what I'm talking about, Evis. The SPY sectors. Tech, healthcare, discretionary, comms, financials, industrial, staples, energy, everything. Better now, thanks. Good, good, good. Much better in interpreting support and demand with price action after watching your lives. Good, good, Julio. Really glad to hear that. Yeah, 408 is key, Mel. You're 100%. And so far it is holding. It's holding in a bullish retest kind of fashion. Looks like it wants to hold it and get a possible bounce. If it does not, though, we have a very easy area to watch for a possible pullback. So that's also a cool thing as well. And you guys know me, I hate trend lines, but you can't deny that there is a kind of a trend line forming in this kind of angle here. Maybe not from previous day low, but you can see what I mean, though. It's kind of an angle here. So also keeping an eye on that. Morning Intuition, morning Jack. What's up, Jazz? That's my jam. Oh, dude, yeah, those fights were good, Gold Creation. With the possible Volk Rob. Super Bowl was awesome, too. Who all enjoyed Super Bowl? Anybody bet on some squares or won any money yesterday or just enjoyed the game? Yeah, Volk was ripped off. Why do I hate trend lines? Because they're perspective. It's all perspective. I'm going to draw a trend line. You're not going to draw the same one. I might draw a different trend line than you. You might draw a different trend line than me. It's not going to be that accurate. But they are good guidelines. I will say trend lines are good guidelines. Plus, people draw them in a very biased fashion. A lot of people use current price to get their trend lines, which is wrong. Putting a trend line on current price is the equivalent to the pivot foot in basketball. It moves too much. So you're going to be seeing it move way too much. And it's like, dude, this trend line's not helping you. It's hurting you. So I just don't like them because they're very biased. Refs are the MVP. Amazing game. Won $4,300 parlay on the Chiefs. Jesus, dude. I thought I had a great day yesterday. You killed it. You don't even need to trade this week for profit. Yo, Satch. If this is Satchmo, I think it's the same person. Welcome to the channel, dude. Be sure to check out the membership only section on the YouTube channel when you go to my channel. Won money, bet on a player, the WM Open to place top 5. Damn, that's pretty good odds. Super Bowl was great. Let me some Riri. Yeah, it was pretty trippy when they went up in the middle of the field and some of those people got left up there for the rest of the game. Yeah, that was smart. That was probably annoyed some people in the Super Bowl, but that's kind of what teams have to do this time around. Because there's so many good players that can clutch in any amount of time now. So it's like you got to waste as much time as you possibly can. But yeah, Super Bowl is really good. That was a really good Super Bowl, even if you're not a fan of either team. All these loyal supporters are in green. As a trader, I want to be green. Google, I see what you did there. It's marketing. Google's always on the drive. Good morning, Lona. Gold Creation said, halftime show looked like what my white blood cells were actually doing when I had COVID for 2 weeks. That's pretty funny. Good morning, good morning. They look like the Chinese spy balloons. Oh yeah, another unidentified object getting shot out of the air apparently during Super Bowl. Everybody commenting on Riri's weight with her ASAP Rocky baby. Alright, well, everybody understand the list. You guys like it so far? We went through every single ticker here pretty much. Just because it was the next level. This was the only reason I chose it mini. It was simply just because it was the next level. If you really want to be aggressive, 192.80 can be your break below. Because if you grab the previous day low, that actually lines up with your pre-market low perfectly. So if you want to grab a better or a more aggressive, tighter break, you can watch 192.89. But yes, we have news coming out on Tuesday and Thursday. So like I've said multiple times, please guys, do not look to trade a ton this week. You guys should just be looking to trade light, trade less, trade minimal opportunity. Should not be looking to trade every single move. No problem, Minnie. Thank you for asking too, because anytime you ever have a question, just throw it out there. Glad to help answer whatever. Sometimes when I go through my thought process too, I don't cover some things. So if you have any questions about anything I go over, feel free to ask. One and done. Halftime show was great. Haters gonna hate. No, facts. That was a great halftime show. The 9-day EMA is just below there too. Ooh. Ohio doesn't exist. That'd be weird though. Live in Arizona, streets were nuts. You're like, I bet y'all streets were full. Be sure to drop a like on the stream, everybody. We got almost 200 people in here, 84 likes. Let's try to even that up a little bit. Y'all know I appreciate it. Just waiting for Bueller to say this is a good week to full port. I'll tell you when. I'll tell you when. It's not this week, though. You full port this week, you're going to be very sorry. I just want to rock. Steve, I did NVIDIA because I actually liked that it was setting up a little bit better. But, yes, I do have AMD ready. AMD, you could look past 82.35, but you might just want to wait for the true high of yesterday to break, and then you can look past 82.70s. If you see a break of 81.50s, there's most likely going to be a pullback for a short-term range here. Do full port calls come with the warranty? Yeah. I wish. If only. But Steve, for NVIDIA, which I like this a lot because the levels in the bigger time frame are lining up very well with the smaller time frame levels. I'm liking this chart a lot. It's probably one of my favorite charts of the week. This one and maybe Apple. It's a free bet. Like on the websites. Oh, you said QQQ. It's a great time to pull this up for you. My boy J-Bake posted today, which D-Touch posted a few days ago as well. Really good info on IWM on a potential break and what to watch for. Qs, he said to watch above 302.25 with multiple targets or below 300.50 with multiple targets. CPI tomorrow, we could have a choppy day going into it. Last week we pulled back into the key weekly 300 area. So far we have held, but we need to hold above 300 or 294 range for a longer term bull run. Good luck today. Microsoft above 267.75 with multiple targets, below 264.60 with multiple targets, and you can actually watch for a bounce on that same level as well for a play up to the pre-market high, and you can watch for those targets to break as well. Makes sense. So you have your above, you got your below, and if it holds the below, you can look back towards your above. That makes sense. And as I say his name, D-Touch posts again with IWM. Above the pre-market high, 190.86 bulls will look to push price up to 191.50/192. Below 193/19 or 190.30, I guess is what he meant to say, or 193 maybe. Bears can push price. Let me just look. Yeah, 190.30 is what he meant to type. My bad. Or below 190, bears can push price back down to previous day open. Oh, he changed it. 189.28 or even lower to 188.50. Keep in mind, 188 is a strong support level given that it was in an area breakout of the larger time frame. Beautiful breakdown by J-Bake as well as D-Touch. Shout out to both of them. All right, I guess let's get Devin in the call. I have to get back to Vegas to cash in my squares though, bro. I don't know why I would bet there then leave. What? Good morning, Daffy. Always glad to see you, man. Hope you had a great weekend as well, Mr. Shadow. Good morning, Erica. Awesome, Alexis. And yeah, J-Bake posts QQQs a lot. He's very, very accurate with his levels, so hopefully that helped you out a little. Alright, let me get Devin in here. Put my headset on.
Yo, yo. Good morning, everybody.
Yo, yo. No problem, Carrie. Glad to help. Mr. Shadow, I was probably talking about the golden pocket and halfway point. So say you have like a breakout. Let's say it breaks out from here. You get your flag pull. Well, that initially can start a flag. Again, I would not focus on flags. I would focus on levels, breaks. I would focus on volume. I would focus on all that first. Then you can kind of lean into this, but I still really wouldn't give it complete focus. But the thing you're looking out for is, let's say this was the area of the breakout and this was the high of that move. As long as it holds a downward pullback above this area, then you can look for a move to the upside. If it ends up cracking this, then it invalidates that short-term bull flag, essentially. That was pretty much what we covered, though.
Beautiful drawing, Josh.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You win any money on the Super Bowl yesterday?
I didn't bet any money on that game.
Damn.
I do find it kind of suspect that the score was so close to what the league score was.
It was funny because before the game started, I was like, it's going to be 40-42. And then it was like less than 10 points away from that. That was a crazy game, though. That was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
That was so much fun to watch. There were just so many crazy plays.
Got about 10 seconds before open here. Hurry up and wait the first 10 minutes. Josh has already mentioned, could be a slow day today for anticipation on tomorrow's numbers. Let's see if we can get a little scalp in. I like where Microsoft's kind of opening up at the top of its range. It could be a strong one.
Getting a screenshot for the trade floor.
Microsoft getting it going right on open, breaking pre-market high. See if that gets Apple through yesterday high. Meta and Google in the comm sector pulling back a little bit. Same with Tesla and Amazon with the discretionary.
SPY getting some red too now. See if it breaks anything, but just slight right at open. Could also be considered some take profit spots for people who are in calls, because we did push really good, hold the old high of yesterday, previous day. So essentially, if we can hold this area, we should get a couple pops. Need to see.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, need to see follow through the 409.54 10s to really see bulls get going.
Nvidia trying to test that pre-market high after a little pre-market low retest. Super tight range on that one, like Josh has mentioned. It's like Meta getting some buyers coming in now. Same thing with Google. Apple rejected yesterday high. Battling with it. Microsoft still holding up. Amazon retested pre-market low and came back up to opening price. Apple getting over yesterday low, touching pre-market high, needs to get pre-market high. Meta coming up to yesterday high, same situation, needs to get pre-market high. Google not coming up as much. Nvidia hasn't got moving yet at all, still in that tight range, coming back down to pre-market low.
Oh, Netflix selling off. Yeah, a lot
That's
of
breaking
pullbacks.
pre-market low as well. Trying to, right there.
Only things trying to hold are Apple and Microsoft right now.
Meta did a quick test and reject. SPY coming down, testing that yesterday high. Nvidia breaking pre-market low, looking to go test something lower.
Still seeing if SPY can defend the 408s. Good eye, Satch. Good job looking at Microsoft from J Bakes mention.
Huge wick on Apple coming down. Opening price. Microsoft's still trying to hold up though. They're not doing the same thing. Nvidia's still moving lower, breaking 212. See if it goes down to the 210, the 208.11. Not much action on Google, just hanging out at yesterday low, pre-market low. so far, just indecision candle on SPY.
Watch for they tested pre-market high, but watch for Apple to break 151.70s for a potential move higher. Microsoft already broke their pre-market high. You're looking towards 271.30s. Amazon, bears are in control as long as 97.60s hold. Tesla, bears are in control as long as 191.30s are in control. Meta has large bears at 177.80s as well as previous day high. Watch for Google to try and hold previous day low. If not, we're going to see a larger pullback. AMD breaking as well. They are in bearish control as long as 81.50s are in control. Same thing for Nvidia at 212.30s. And same thing for Netflix as long as 347.35s. And honestly, 350 is their key level. All key levels on all different weights of the market that we're looking at. This song is fire. What's up, Bugs? Always happy to see your name pop up, man. How you doing? Apple pre-market hard reject. Good call out Noxta. Healthcare looking to break a downtrend to the channel to the upside. Good call out Alexis. Welcome everybody in the stream. Glad to have you all. Be sure to drop a like on the stream.
Microsoft showing the most strength, still making new intraday highs. Apple still having a hard time with yesterday high. Microsoft really just showing it's being a leader, holding up SPY right now. That's at 190. Amazon at intraday low, coming down. XOM's at pre-market low. Berkshire Hathaway hasn't really done too much. They're holding pre-market low, yesterday high. Got about 2 minutes left on this 10-minute candle. Meta's got a big indecision candle going right now on the 10-minute.
SPY's trying to retake today's open. With this hold, we could be seeing a possible bounce to 409.50, 410. Keep eyes on Apple and Microsoft, everybody. Because if those continue to move higher, that's definitely going to help out SPY. If we see them pull back, that might be the leading indicator seeing the bigger pullback happen. Tesla, Amazon as well. Keep eyes on your Meta, Google combination and your AMD, Nvidia combination, which a lot of these are kind of doing the same right now. Like I said, a hold of 408s here could bring a bounce towards that pre-market high and the 410 level from the bigger time frame. A lot of hammers on a lot of different charts right now.
Yeah, Meta coming back up to that yesterday high. Apple still battling it yesterday high. Nvidia getting a little bit of buyers. Netflix coming back up above yesterday low and pre-market low. Got that first 10-minute candle. Meta's trying to open above yesterday high, right below pre-market low. See if it pops that yesterday high in 180. Apple's right below pre-market high now. Microsoft trying to move higher.
Watch over 410 or under 408. That's initially the plan right now. Pretty good bounce from that area. Hit 409.40s. Slow down a little bit as they hit towards the top of that range. We'll see if they have enough strength to hold and push higher now.
Who's helping out Microsoft breaking that pre-market high? Why Microsoft's making new intraday highs? Q starting to come up towards their yesterday high. Google getting moving, helping out Meta.
Apple's trying to hold that 40% entry. Microsoft's already been gone.
Netflix coming up towards this pre-market high as well. See if that's going to help out the comm sector. So it's still chilling around 190. Amazon retaking pre-market low. Apple so far hasn't really blasted over pre-market high. Same thing with Meta, just kind of tested right above, wicking off of.
Wicks on Apple and Microsoft too.
Amazon's retesting that pre-market low. That could be an 80% entry here on Amazon.
Tesla's, coming back down. Yeah, same for Tesla. They are doing the exact same thing at 191.30. Good call out.
Tesla about to come way up. Yeah. Buy rejecting right off that pre-market high area. Still no decision on SPY. A little pullback on Microsoft, but still holding up decently well. Microsoft and Apple really start pulling back. The market can start coming down pretty hard. XOM's breaking pre-market low. Nvidia's retesting pre-market low.
We don't trade the first 10 minutes, Satch, so that's something you should avoid. You trade the first 10 minutes, you're trading craziness. Should never look to trade the first 10 minutes. And damn, there's a lot of green names in here.
That pre-market high on SPY, Apple popping pre-market high. Tesla back at pre-market low, Amazon coming up to opening price. See if we're going to get a pre-market high pop on SPY. Go towards that 410. Nvidia's retaking pre-market low.
We have rising volume in the second and third 5-minute candles on SPY.
About to get a new 5-minute candle in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you can close swings whenever you want, boo-boo. That has no effect on it. I mean, it does if you see a quick sell-off or a quick pump, of course, right at open. That'll mess with you. Thanks for all the call-outs, Bueller and Devin. No problem, Isaiah.
SPY slowing down at this pre-market high again. Nvidia's at that pre-market low.
In
Apple's
control by the bulls from open though, everybody. Make sure you understand that. We are in control by the bulls at open. We're looking over 409.50 and 410.
Let's see if Tesla holds over this pre-market low, gets over yesterday low, and helps out Amazon. Nvidia coming up to opening price. Apple trying to retake that pre-market high. The Meta's pulling back. XOM still coming down. It's at yesterday low. Berkby's at pre-market highs. So it's kind of everywhere.
Oh, good stuff, Boo Boo. Nice. Yeah, Tesla puts didn't look bad last week from the bigger time frame TA.
Nvidia coming up to pre-market high now after that break of pre-market low.
Gonna call it Cam. 100% Isaiah. Oh.
Group, yep, pop on SPY. About that pre-market high. See if we're gonna hold, get some volume. Volume don't look too bad on the 10 minutes so far. Need Tesla and Amazon to keep coming up to help out. Comms are still kind of weak. Energy's not too hot.
Yeah, comms and discretionary are definitely the weak one today. Energy weak as well.
No rejection.
Really good turnaround there for SPY. Still holding though. Good little retest of the resistance. See if they get some consolidation and then a breakout, or are they going to get some consolidation and then a pullback?
It's weird. When that drop happened, Apple pulled back, but Microsoft just stayed strong.
Strong boy.
Strong boy.
See ya, Deuce. Glad you got some bucks today, man. Great work. Hope you enjoy your day. Oh, nice, Isaiah. Dell had a bullish engulfing. Yeah, Apple's still fighting its pre-market high. No close over yet. Poor Microsoft working all by itself. And you might be seeing a bearish retest on Amazon if they can't get over 97.60s. Same story for Tesla if they can't get over in 193.30s. They've already retaken 191.30s, but they're still under their pre-market low and their previous day low. Meta looking to try and hold today's low. If they can't, we'll see a bigger pullback. Same thing for Google, previous day low. AMD, Nvidia getting a good reversal. Same for Netflix. Just needs follow through. Like I said this morning in pre-market stream, you're going to see a lot of good moves. You just need to see follow through though.
By coming back up to retest pre-market high, see if we can take out that previous intraday high and keep going. Got the new 10-minute candle in the market.
Perfectly rejecting pre-market high. Let's see if they can get over the 410s.
Like we're getting that retest of previous intraday high here. Pop a new high on SPY. Nvidia's at pre-market high. See if that's going to get up there. Apple retaking pre-market high. Microsoft at almost 271, trying to take that. Amazon coming up higher. Tesla not so much. Like to see some other stuff pick up if SPY is going to start pushing here.
Same to you, Hector. SPY above 90 EMA on the daily. Could call out Isaiah. Possibly gold creation. I just gone over that as well. I'll go back to it here in a minute. That and Amazon looked good for more downside if they can hold under their levels. I did see Amazon trying to fight back up. Which, to be fair, discretionary and comms were the weak ones today, but even they've turned green now.
I'm having a hard time at this pre-market high after that weak new high push. Same thing with Apple at pre-market high. Meta's coming down back to the midpoint. About to take the new intraday low out. Tesla retesting 190.
Hey, nice, Cam. Meta dead. Love the call out. So far, the only idea I've given was a potential bounce from the 408s into the 409, 50, 410s area. We got that good bounce. What we're looking for now is a follow-through through the 410 or for a rejection that can bring a pullback, which we're still looking for a break of 408, even if that does happen. I've repeated this a few times now just to make sure everybody understands. Ooh, nice job, Tobias, 14%.
That's a cracked 190. Is down $2 at 188. About to crack 188.
Man, if Microsoft ever gets weak, this is not going to look good.
Yeah, same with that. Like, there's like Microsoft, Apple. Nvidia's not really selling too much, and that's about it. Berk B broke over pre-market high and pushed a little bit, so that's helping out. A little bit of financials.
Potential rising volume inverted hammer at resistance on Netflix as well. If they can hold and break above today's open, that's a good sign that bulls want to retake and move higher. Yep, WAG. And what does wiki mean? That means there's indecision. And why would that be? Because there's a lot of indecision and a lot of big events this week. Risk is off this week, that's for sure.
Still battling up here. Amazon's coming up towards pre-market high. Microsoft making new intraday high. Apple's coming up again. So Amazon's trying to help out. Buy near an intraday high. Microsoft making a new high.
See ya, Tobias. Good call it, Anderson. Good call it, Isaiah. New high of day, but can we get the follow through? Definitely feeling a little froggy, even with the lowering volume throughout this entire move.
Microsoft pushing us higher. Amazon right at the pre-market high. XOM getting some buyers off the bottom. Q's breaking their pre-market high and pushing as well. Meta getting some buyers off the bottom. Netflix starting to come up like Josh just talked about.
SPY getting the possible movement needed to push higher. There she blow. Rising volume on the 5-minute as well, right after the doji, which is beautiful because you always want to see a good bullish move or good bearish move after a doji because that gives you double confirmation that that move is a lot stronger than what you anticipated.
Get a nice push higher over 410. Microsoft still leading the way. Amazon getting pre-market high. Apple moving higher on the day. Google starting to come up with Meta. Nvidia taking out its pre-market high.
Good stuff, Mel. Apple finally breaking that 151.70s, and they're breaking their next level. Microsoft continued higher. As I said, guys, if you see the continued strength on Apple and Microsoft, this is going to help out the market. If you see the weaker ones catching up, like remember Amazon was one of the weaker ones, they caught up. You should have full confidence in this bounce. Tesla's still one of the weak ones.
Got our first, our new 30-minute candle, our new 10-minute candle in the market. Nvidia's trying to open up above pre-market high. Microsoft moving higher with Apple, Amazon moving higher, XOM's taking over pre-market low, Berkby still holding up there, new high on SPY here, see how much we're gonna get. Decent volume on that 10-minute candle. It was over, almost, yeah, overtook that previous 10-minute candle.
I was gonna say, this is the most volume on the day.
Yeah, it's pretty good volumes.
Exactly, Daffy. The hammer candles also provided in the stream today. We went through every single chart, and almost every single one of them had a hammer. Most of them recovered, some of them still struggling.
I'm still a little bit weak. Tesla's weaker than Amazon.
Good stuff, Wag.
Like to see those pick up.
And yeah, no problem, Max. Those long-legged doji candles, man, they are seriously, every time you see one, it's just a combination. It's just a add-on to what's on your chart. Those sandwich candles are everything. Who's been paying attention? We've been covering every bit of movement. As long as they held the 408s, should be getting a bounce into the 409.50s area. We got that bounce. Now we're looking for the follow-through. We're getting the follow-through. We've hit a halfway point at 410.50. Now can we hit 411.50? Thanks for the easy 10% past 410, boss. No problem, Sherman. Glad to see somebody paying attention rather than worrying about if someone took a trade or not. Come on, Apple. Don't look back. Move it. I love when Mel gets into his mood to make stocks move.
I'm still haven't really got it going. Still kind of looking for them to pick it up. Same with Tesla, Amazon rejecting, coming back towards pre-market high.
Just gotta talk to it, Mel. Good job, Money Lisa. Ooh, good eye, Isaiah. Watch Netflix over 351.30s. Watch Nvidia over 217s if they get that push. This is, again, if everything continues moving higher, these will start looking better. We're getting some reversals, but nothing crazy. Is Microsoft finally going to slow down? Is that their first red candle on the 5? That is. Well, so far. It's not over. Oh. Yep, that's their very first red candle of the day. It took 35 minutes. SPY and Microsoft have the same red candle.
It definitely looks like Microsoft and Apple are leading SPY. Chart looks very similar.
Oh, good job, Wag. Probably only trade today with news tomorrow. Always thanks for the stream, keeping it light and enjoying the rest of my day like Josh said. Reasoning on the chart and stop loss was loss of pre-market high. Beautiful job, man. From 129 to 143. Great work, Wag. Good job, Creator Trades. Beautiful inside of the range retest. Yep, no signal of sellers so far. It's just a short-term slowdown so far. Possibly getting a good hold of this. As I'm typing 410s hold, we can look towards 410.50 and 411.50s for new breakout. As I said many minutes ago, bulls are in control from open. That was very apparent when we pushed above in the pre-market, held in the pre-market, pushed above today's open after the initial open, and now we've seen a good retest of the pre-market high in the 410 level above, and now we're trying to see can price hold above to move higher. Got decent follow through. Now we need to see the continuation of it. Netflix still under that 351.30. Google looks so ugly. Same for Meta. Interesting weakness on Tesla today. Amazon going weaker by the second as well, but they're still holding above their today's open. That's a very good retest they had on that wick just now. Apple new high of day on the 5-minute. Such clean price action today. On SPY at least. Apple's still getting a nice pullback towards the 9 EMA. Microsoft's still holding a pretty good area. Amazon's still holding today's open. Good job on anybody, and I didn't take credit for this, but good job for anybody who's paying attention to my potential 80% entry on Tesla. That did get another second pullback. Instead of just waiting here, it did get a pullback back to that previous day low, pre-market low area, and they got a retest down for a further breakdown. Now you're looking for 188.20s to break, and if not, then you're going to see a good bounce happen and see if they can retake that level in which they fell from right here. But a really good retest by Tesla if anybody was paying attention to my call out there. Google Meta still ugly. Poor Nvidia, not moving too much. And honestly, Netflix looks like it's ready to prime itself for another launch over the 351.30s if they maintain holding over today's open. 349.50. Money Lisa, Jesus. Read the chart, guys. So far we have a rally base. Let's see what this base can do. Good call out Daffy. Tweezer top Apple. Good call out Mies. No, I mean today's price action literally cannot affect what is on the CPI print. Could definitely insinuate some things, boo-boo, but it definitely isn't going to be the main indicator of like, oh, tomorrow's red, tomorrow's green type thing.
Just kind of waiting to see what all this stuff does. Apple's doing a nice little retest of pre-market high. Seems to be holding well. Microsoft's holding up pretty well. Amazon's retesting, looking to put in a higher low.
Yeah, man, you got a nice house in here, man.
Oh, you talking about Minnie? You're at Minnie's house?
The running joke that we have to go to their house to trade for them. I'm not letting you leave. Oh, it's a prison? It's a nice prison, I guess. I'm liking this hold on SPY. I like the weak candles. I like the lowering volume. This could definitely get a really, really nice bounce into the 411s. As long as this blue area holds. What's up, Kang? Financials looking strong. Good call it, Alexis. I like this for a potential bullish retest play as long as 409.50s hold. This does look good for a potential bullish retest as long as 409.50s hold. If that fails, then we're probably going to see that pull back down to the middle part of that range that we had this morning.
Got your coffee.
Got that Starbucks in hand.
These stocks are down in the dumps. Are going to have to start rallying for spot to go higher. So start paying attention for one of these stocks that are kind of, not moving too much to start taking off for the next move on SPY.
Semis, Google, Meta, Tesla, any of these.
Any of those. That's the next.
They're not helping out their counterparts. Oh yeah, the T-Mobile Bradley Cooper T-Mobile commercial wasn't bad. They were like, all right, Bradley, we just need you to laugh your ass off like 3, 4, maybe even 5 times this commercial, and then we'll cut it there. Good job, Brady. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking your trade and posting your review. Great work, man.
That's the way to do it. It's like Meta's coming back up near, not Meta, Netflix coming back up near that high at day, and Meta coming back up near yesterday high. See if comms is going to be the one that gets us going. See if we can get over those levels. Google's just still hanging out at yesterday low. Apple's still holding up. Tesla coming back up a little bit, getting a green candle.
Volk got robbed. But it was a good fight, regardless of who won.
The next 10-minute candle.
Loudhouse family, it's not just those two. I like how you put it, though. You said Apple, Microsoft have some consolidation, but keep holding. Is this bullish for SPY? The right answer is yes, it can be. Because what you're looking for, and this is what me and Devin just repeated, is that you need other weights to start catching up for those that are consolidating, like Apple and Microsoft that are already up on a pole. If those continue consolidating and can move higher, as well as the ones that are weak and can move higher, like we were just saying, then that is what's going to make that more bullish for SPY. Not just those consolidating. You also want to see those weak ones pull back up. Does that make sense?
If the weak ones keep falling down, then it might just,
It kind of
consolidate.
Yeah, it literally cancels out what Apple and Microsoft are doing if everything just keeps falling.
It might push a new high, but it might only be by a couple cents. And you're like, man, why is that such a weak breakout? Well, because a couple of the sectors of SPY are still selling off while some are going up. But if the other ones can turn around and go up with the ones that are going up, that'll help get us that bigger push that we're looking for.
Jose, you have to change this right here. This number right here. Change that to whatever you want, but your watch list needs to also say that at the top of its chart. It's like right above here where you can't see it, but they need to be on the same number. Link your charts together, and then you can click through them like I do. You know how you said it's not just Apple, Microsoft? Could that mean for a short-term downtrend SPY that Apple, Microsoft are green, they can help SPY not drop as much? Yes, essentially yes. By consolidating, it doesn't hurt SPY. You gotta think of the push and pull effect of all of the weights as a whole, not just one or the other. Everything's working together or working against each other. You'll have a little bit of imbalance in between where you have a little bit of push and pull.
Buy near that previous high day, but I just don't see too much moving up to really give us too much confidence that it's gonna push too much past this. So we have to be careful. Burpee's slightly pushing up. Apple's slightly coming up. Other than that, nothing's really impressive. Getting that new high pop though.
Which again, if you played the retest play, your first target is already hit. Your next target is the 411, 411.50 area.
Like I said, I don't see too much moving up in the big weights right now to support this move. I'd like to see some of this stuff start coming up.
And yeah, look to take some profits off if you guys took my initial retest entry call out. Good job, Kang. Continue to talk. Good job, Mel. Good job, Daffy. Good call out, Friday. It's all about finding risk that you like and taking it, guys. I mean, there were multiple candles holding above 410 here. It's a good time to get in. You can keep a stop loss at 409.50. You get one pop, you can already scale out of your position. You don't need a $10 move to catch profits. Don't listen to your average furu on random YouTube videos and Twitter.
That's so bad on that pre-market low. We need to take that pre-market low yesterday low would really help out and help out Amazon that's been holding up here for quite a bit. Making that new high. See when we touch that 411. NVIDIA holding pre-market low coming back up.
Anybody take that retest play on SPY? 100% or nothing, as some discords would say. Yeah, those discords are full of brain dead leaders. Kang. Furu? Ooh, that's a better name. I like that better. Because Furu makes him sound a little bit too certified. 411 hit.
Yes, sir. Meta creeping up to that yesterday high, pre-market high area again. Microsoft still holding. Amazon coming back up. Tesla's still right at that pre-market low.
Good job, Minnie. Good job, Wag. Good job, Kang. Good job, Money Lisa. Good job, Minnie, Satch. Good job, King Carnage. Love to see you killing it, man. Hey, I see you adjusting the time for me. Good job, Daffy. 100%. Beautiful job, man. You're killing it. And yeah, guys, I would take that profit and I would just chill for a bit because we've only had a decent push up so far. There's nothing on this chart telling us we are definitely moving up higher. Pretty good movement so far. Huge a huge part of that move was definitely thanks to Microsoft all on its own, Apple helping out a little bit. And then, like I said earlier, if you see, Devin said this as well, if you see a lot of these weights holding, not breaking lower, this is going to help those stocks that move higher. You can see Amazon did that, Tesla recovered a little bit, Meta recovered a little bit. Google's just not hurting anything anymore. They aren't really going up, but they also aren't going any further down. That's the same story for AMD, Nvidia, and Netflix. So, pretty good push up by the weights there. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Well, almost perfectly touched 411. Now we're wicking off.
Good job, Satch. I see you already pushing out your trade review. Great job, man. Very happy for you and Brady because I know you guys have been working hard, and I'm really happy to see you guys following my example and posting your review as soon as you're done. It's a really, really good routine to follow. It's disciplined because remember, there's nobody behind your back saying, hey, don't do that, don't do this, hey, do this. You know, there's no one sitting there doing that for you. You have to be your own disciplinary. So great work, anybody who's doing that. But shout out to Satch and Brady for doing that. Sold half for 40%. Beautiful job, Gold Creation. Good job, Taylor, adjusting. Good job, John Harden. And yeah, pretty good idea, King Carnage. I agree with you. But it would be so much easier if someone was. Yes, I agree. I agree completely.
XOM starting to come off the bottom, putting in a higher low on the day. See if that's going to come up towards opening price. That could start helping out SPY here. Berkby still drifting up higher. Still new high day. Tesla trying to bat out this pre-market low, but Google is breaking its pre-market low yesterday low. Why Meta's rejecting that yesterday high again.
Good eye, Mel. Like your forward outlook on potential levels.
Coming back up. Meta's retesting yesterday high. Tesla's took out pre-market low, trying to get yesterday low, bringing Amazon back up to pre-market high. So a couple of these things are starting to come off the bottom like we needed them to.
Good job, Boo Rock and Money Lisa, and Jazz, and Lynn for posting in the charts by members channel. Great job posting just potential charts, just good levels, seeing what's up. I like all of those posts so far.
Amazon almost back at pre-market high. Tesla's at that yesterday low. Q's back at their previous intraday high. Meta's right below that yesterday high. Pay attention to that.
Definitely a decent plan, Rambo. Seems to have been working out for you so far. How's everyone doing on the stream so far? Be sure to drop a like if you're enjoying some of the updates, some of the ideas. So far, all I've personally talked about was a potential bounce from the 408.50s as long as they hold this. They ended up holding it, and I said into the pre-market highs where you should be looking at TP. The only other idea I covered on SPY was these two dojis here that end up holding on top of the 410 area. I said as long as it holds 410 and 409.50, you can look for a potential bounce into 410.50, 411, and 411.50. We've now hit two of those three targets, looking to head towards the last one at 411.50 area. We also talked about Netflix. They're still under their better breakout area, under 351.30s. I liked NVIDIA a lot before open. We had an ugly dip under a good level, ended up holding it in the first 10 minutes. We got a good pop from there, but no follow through, and since then they've been consolidating. Same story goes for AMD. Google's still weak. Tesla got a good bounce. That was also good for the market. Satch, I'm not trying to be rude, but I do talk about this every single day in stream. So if this is my break above level, just think about it logically. If we break above this level, right, and we can hold it, then that's your bullish play. I would go back in today's stream and re-listen to everything I said, because I definitely covered this pretty in depth today. I repeated myself multiple times at multiple spots. And it's not 408 because that's the initial area, right? That's the combination of the previous day close, the previous day meet of the high, the wick of the high, and our bigger time frame level at 408.50s. So if it can hold this area, this should be a good bounce. That's just a good short-term signal. It's nothing crazy, and it's not really anything you should be getting excited about because it's inside the range of pre-market. Now, what was easy to see was once we broke above pre-market high in that bigger 410 level, the fact that we held it gave you that 80% entry. Pushed above it, you held it, and it gives you a good area to watch for a hold. As long as it holds that, it should continue higher is the thinking. That is covered in the system. I mean, this is all I cover every day in here. I never stray away from the levels. It's always a bigger time frame level or a previous day level or pre-market. There is nothing else I look at. 9 EMA, I haven't even mentioned it today. It's just a good short-term indication. Using your levels as the factor to watch. Your levels are what helps you get past certain areas. You look past certain areas to hold, certain areas to break above, break below. The levels, that's everything. Like I said, though, you're not really looking to play the first 10 minutes. It's just, I mean, you have to cover it. You don't want to just ignore it. In the levels we trust. Yeah, under the dollar it says in levels we trust. That mouse getting to work. I just don't want anyone to think like, oh, you never cover that. It's like, come on, dude, this is all I cover. I'm not getting onto Satch, just, you know.
It is kind of squeezing pretty nicely here since open, so wait for it to pop that range that it's made. Tesla's trying to retake that yesterday low.
Hey, Tobias, glad to see you're free, man. In 412 we trust. Great question though, Satch. No problem. Glad to review it. Plus, it's fun to review. If you're not finding any enjoyment reviewing something, then you're doing something wrong, because reviewing is what is building your confidence, building your knowledge of what's in front of you. I mean, that's what should help you, not taking more trades. This is a huge misunderstanding that most people promote is, oh, take more trades, you'll start learning more. No, do not take more trades. Take more mental trades. Visualize more. Tell the story of the chart from open to close. What happened? Volume-wise, candlestick-wise, level-wise, what happened? Tell the story of the chart. This is what's going to help you grow. Not taking more trades. Visualizing more trades. If the trade itself does not feel effortless, then you're not taking a good trade. You're taking something that's out of your comfortable levels, out of your comfort zone, something you don't understand yet. Until it feels effortless, that's how hard you should be working your ass off, reviewing, mental trading as much as you possibly can. Until then, follow the staircase method. You guys have heard me say workshop number 11 probably 600,000 times in here. You know, review that. That's what I'm talking about, the staircase method. You should only be looking to take one entry, get to that first target, close it. Practice that a billion times over. Then you can take the next step in grabbing more contracts and reaching further targets. Evis said, was the 950 doji the best entrance today? It had 600,001. Smartass. It had lower volume. Can you expand? 950. Oh, he's probably saying 850. All I said today on this candle was that it was a good signal saying, okay, well, there's a sandwich here. Whatever happens next is most likely what we're going to do. I've always said that about the long-legged dojis. So that was just a good short-term signal, which if you were in a play from down here, you should already be exiting before that candle even arrived. You should have been exiting in this candle. But this was a good short-term signal saying, all right, this isn't really bullish or bearish yet. Whatever happens next is what's in control. What happened next? Most volume on the day on the 5-minute overtook the one level we're looking past, 410. A very, very strong signal. So as long as we can hold 410, we should move higher, is essentially what that candle helped us see. It wasn't really saying buy or sell. It's just telling us to watch what's next. Nope, you're not wrong, Jack. It does look good. Mel. Quick question. It seems like SPY could reach 411.50 if SPY pushed beyond 411.50. What lays beyond? Could we see 437-ish next, or do you have something in between? I have a lot of levels, but that's a weird number to say. There's a lot of numbers in between that. So, and again, Tobias, if you ever want to go back, you can. I always covered the bigger and smaller time frame at the beginning and end of each stream, as well as for anybody else who wants to hear that again. But overall, what you're looking for is for the area between 406 and 412 to hold. If this area can hold, yes, you can look for buyers towards 417, 420, and that's really the bigger breakout area. It's not even here. This is just to see if we can survive. If we can survive, then we can get a follow-through potentially through 417.30, 420, and if that breaks, you can have 425, 428, 430, 435, and 438.50. There's a lot of levels up there. Main targets, of course, are marked, but psychological levels are always good to keep in mind. If we can't hold 406 to 412, we will be rejecting. We'll probably see 400 flat, not before long. Come on, switch chart. But that's essentially what we're looking at on the bigger time frames. Oh, 4 set. Okay, I was like, where is he getting 437? But that's my thinking on it, Tobias. Good question, though. Bueller, I really like how you explain things. Thank you, John Harden. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, if I sound like I'm getting aggressive or I'm like attacking you, I swear I'm not. I'm just very passionate what I'm talking about. I cover the exact same thing day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out. I cover the exact same information. So if you feel like you're not totally caught up, don't beat yourself up. It just takes time. Again, you don't get better at this at any random rate, you know. It's not really about if you're smart or dumb. This is really about how much time have you put in, how much discipline have you taken to actually review this information. That's what makes you better at seeing this, not if you're smart or if you're dumb. It doesn't take a smart individual to be good at trading. It takes a disciplined individual to be good at trading.
Tesla coming up to opening price. Amazon coming back up to that previous intraday high, above pre-market high, below yesterday high. XLM still coming up. Could get this next little pop here on SPY if this continues. Meta's right at yesterday high. Nvidia's coming back up to pre-market high, previous intraday high. B's almost smacked 313. It's just been steady drifting up today since open. That's a $3 move on that.
I got you, Tobias. You got to be aggressive to be a streamer, it seems. Because you always got those people wanting to push and pull on you.
Alright, so retesting 411 here. Popping new intraday high. Tesla coming up through opening price. Amazon almost breaking that previous intraday high. Meta's coming up a little bit. Netflix is still in that range. Nvidia taking out. So we got some, looks like the chips and discretionaries coming up, helping SPY push higher. While Apple and Microsoft are still holding, not really moving higher, but not moving lower.
Which is good because discretionary was one of the weaker ones this morning. Good call out by Devin. Hey, I'm trying to join the membership, having some difficulties. Any advice on how to join? Are you talking about on Discord or on YouTube? On YouTube, I haven't had anybody have any problems, so I'd have to see what you're saying. I'm dumb but have eyes. Mr. Miyagi, wax on, wax off.
Almost hitting that 111 or 411.50. If you still had any runners from that initial breakout, that'd be a great spot to take the rest of those profits. Nicely hitting 411.62. Meta getting that yesterday high. Amazon moving higher. Apple coming up higher. XM still chugging over 313. Nvidia took out pre-market high, pushing a little bit higher. Netflix finally getting over 351.30 area. See if that's going to continue. This was at its midpoint. See if we can get that going towards pre-market high. Amazon needs to get yesterday high.
You should be able to just click join and then you put in your information, Jordan, and then you should just click accept or confirm whatever the screen says, and then you should just be able to move on from there. Once you signed up, your name will turn green in here, so I'll be able to tell you if you have it or not. And if you have any problems, though, you have to probably message YouTube support because there's nothing on my end that I can do to help fix anything. I don't have any control of how the membership works. I just manage if it's on or if it's off. You could send me a picture, I guess, on Discord if you really want to show me what you're seeing, but I haven't had anybody else have any problems, so I'm not sure. Hey, what a great day so far in the first hour and a half of the day. Yo, great job, Sinful. The meme lord has spoken. 31%. Round of applause for Sinful, everybody.
Yeesh. And Mel with the good call out. Apple's almost at that new high a day. See if we can get that.
Yeah, good updates, Mel. He's been posting about this since market closed on Friday. I saw your post over the weekend, Mel.
Netflix finally getting it going. See if Meta can get that pre-market high. It's holding yesterday high.
Yeah, Netflix, AMD, and Nvidia all finally catching up and making some good moves above good levels. Question is, can they get some follow through? Let's say SPY and Apple and Microsoft want to chill for the rest of the day. It's definitely not going to look good for some of these charts that are late popping. Really good push, though, on SPY today. Very clean trend. I would definitely re-review today, guys. The volume, the levels, everything. Today was very, very clean so far. Be very funny if we see a good push, and then we see a reversal, some consolidation, and then a potential pullback, and then us finish like 410. That'd be pretty funny a pretty ideal close going into tomorrow's CPI data. Thanks for the teaching, Bueller. Have learned so much watching your stream. Entered SPY 412 calls in the consolidation of 410 and took profit at the touch of 411.47. 40% and done for the day. There you guys go. See, Noah, they're right there setting an example, leading by example. Great job, Noah. Round of applause to you, man. Yo, Gold Creation with 125% on SPY. He's all out. Beautiful job, everybody. I love to see the hard work and the teamwork and everything.
That's the definition of creating gold.
Literally. Be sure to post y'all's trade reviews in here, guys. I'm not joking about that. I want to see you guys taking this shit serious. I want to see y'all's entries, your exits. Talk about your thought process. Talk about why you liked it, what you didn't like. How did you feel during the trade? Give me everything. You guys know me. I don't care about the money. I don't care about how much you made. I want to hear your percentage and where was your entry and exit. What were the facts of your trade? That's what I want to hear. Holy crap, Daffy. I just saw your post. From 35 and he filled out at 79. That's well over 100%. The creation of gold. Did you already hit the gym, Devin?
No, not yet. I woke up late this morning. Them gummies had me out. Nice push on Apple. Meta's getting to that pre-market high. You got previous intraday high, 180 area right above. Like to see that really pop at the 180 because it's only 40 cents above. So a little patient on that. For Meta, Google's taking out yesterday low, pre-market low, helping out. Netflix still pushing higher. So remember earlier when we said we need like comms and we need discretionary to pick up the push SPY to the new high? Well, they did it. So now we need to see Microsoft and Apple keep rallying, and these to continue if SPY is going to keep going on this pretty good push on a Monday.
Mel, you're 412 getting close.
Amazon at that yesterday high now. See if we can get that. Apple's getting some decent volume coming in here as it's pushing this new high, so it could get a little more juice. Like to see Microsoft pop 273.
Trade results for profit. Trade results. You can
Meta
also
get pre-market high 180.
I was gonna say you can also go to trade results and click on the pinned messages up at the top right. I think on the phone you have to click over to the right and it's with the 3 dots, and then you click pinned messages. But this is where a lot of the best trade reviews have already been. So if you want to look at past reviews of how my members use volume and the levels to help them out, as well as other side indicators to give them side confirmation, double confirmation, whatever you want to call it. This is where a lot of the best ones are posted, but every trade review is posted in here, so I would definitely take time to look through this. Trade reviews, the channel you're mentioning, this one. This is a very old channel where we used to post all of them, so I just decided to just leave it as an open channel for everybody. But this is where a lot of trade reviews were for when I used to post videos on how did the day do, how did the list do. I stopped doing that, of course, because I literally live stream it all now, so I don't need to do that. But you can't even post there anyway. If you post in charts by members, this is more or less kind of like a place to post charts before, during, and after, so it's kind of whatever you want. Go back in the stream a little bit, Noxta, and you'll see a full breakdown on today. But yes, we called out the retest play. There was a retest, though. You need to review that. There's a very easy-to-see retest right here at 410. Lowering volume, it ended up holding 410. I said you can keep loose stop losses at 409.50. They ended up continuing higher, which it took a few more minutes for them to kind of indecisively choose who has control, but there definitely was a retest today. Yo, Devin, good stuff, man. Just saw your gains.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to send them, but people started asking about, you take any trades? Yeah, we take trades every freaking day, man.
I don't know, some people are just interested, but most people who ask that don't really care about what we're saying. Like, they just want to see gains or losses. They don't even actually care about what it is. It's like, dude, listen to stream. Listen to the breakdowns. Like, Nox does not like that, though. He's just asking out of pure curiosity. But I know who Devin's mentioning.
But it's getting some nice volume over this pre-market high. Look for it to hold 180. Google could definitely help it out if it could hold this pre-market low, yesterday low.
Another thing that might help you out, Noxta, is what me and Devin do every day. I mean, we just go through the weights as much as we can. We saw significant strength in Microsoft. There was a little bit of good strength in Apple, and that was really what kind of gave the initial move. And then you had a lot of other stocks either breaking support or just kind of holding their initial range, and they were kind of just weak for a while. As those started to pick up, that's when SPY really started moving higher. It wasn't just because of Apple and Microsoft. It was the combined strength of a lot of these weights together. So going through the weights really helps out a lot. Noxia likes Pepe feet.
Really good finish on this Meta 10-minute candle with the volume and price over 180.
That is one of the funnier Pepe emojis or whatever we call them. The quick feet looking.
Buy futures, Mel.
100%
really Mondays are historically in my trade journal my worst day, so I usually just trade light and usually only trade futures and just focus on that.
Smart.
The new high, Microsoft coming up, Amazon right at that yesterday high.
Remember, guys, we'll do a full market stream when the channel hits 5K. I think we're less than 20 subscribers away now. So be sure to share the channel around to your friends, other traders that you're aware of. I'll give y'all an exact number here. We are exactly 16 subscribers away from 5K, which I never in a million years thought that was ever going to get hit. Make 20 alt accounts. Like both of you said the same thing.
So that means each of you only have to make 10.
Yeah, both of you can split it and each of you make 8, and then you're good.
You know, there are bots out there that's all they do is make accounts and sub to some accounts.
Yeah.
I think that's a thing.
I got view botted a couple times. It's so annoying. Because YouTube knows what's real and what isn't. So at first it looks like you're getting a lot of views, and then YouTube's like, hold up. Brings you back down to reality.
These views aren't real. Amazon breaking that yesterday high, I like to see it. Google getting over that yesterday low, pre-market low. Gonna hopefully help out Meta over 180, and not Amazon, but Netflix getting 352, 69 areas. See if it's gonna pop that and move higher. Previous intraday high right there. Apple's slowly creeping, making new intraday highs. Microsoft's coming back up. See if it's gonna pop that. Tesla holding so far after that first push. Let's see if we're gonna get another one. Tesla could be a 3-bar play on the 10-minute if it gets excited here, but they'd have to get pretty excited.
Bro, you got content for millions of subscribers. Oh my god. If we ever hit 1 million, I'd freak. %10% and 15% on SPY work is chaos, so saving the rest of my buying power list. I hear stream going crazy. Totally fine. You've already taken 2 trades with both of those percentages, Taylor. There's no pressure needed to take another trade. Is how you should feel, so definitely try to be more comfortable. No need to jump into more. But you've done great, though. Apple 3-bar play on 5-minute. Missed entry, but just watching it play out. Good job, Friday. Best way to grow is visualizing. Mel needs some action here. Mel is definitely the team mascot. That is for sure.
$99 hitting on Amazon. Let's see if we can hold over that. Getting over that yesterday high pretty well. See if that's going to help Tesla out. Apple being the leader now over Microsoft, making these new highs. Switching it right. Microsoft's almost there, though. And Nvidia, go off to AMD, Nvidia's still holding that pre-market high area pretty well.
Yeah, I just need a new pop high of day on Nvidia. They got in a good break over yesterday's open, a good short-term retest that holds 216. They just need that pop over 217. Nvidia can get going. And AMD's in the exact same spot, just different levels. They're looking at 8270s. Google good bounce. Meta slowing down. Tesla going back to previous day low and pre-market low. Amazon really did a lot of the work for that discretionary sector. Good job on Apple, too, being able to not just catch up to Microsoft, but even move almost as much as them. Not percentage-wise, but chart-wise, they did great. Where at, Gary? Before the breakout, or are you talking about right now? This would be more of an inverted hammer than it would be a gravestone doji. When you see a gravestone doji, you're essentially looking for this. I mean, it literally looks just like this.
That's a really good drawing, Josh.
Thank you. I'm getting really good at that.
We should get some prints made of that.
If somebody ever did a montage video of me drawing on charts, it would probably be very funny. Especially this chart. Don't y'all forget. Don't y'all forget the Christmas tree. Drew that at Christmas time. Amazing drawings.
Could definitely be a print.
Just signal, bro. You never heard of the Christmas tree symbol?
Jeez.
The golden pocket, bruh. I'm buying at the Jingle Bells.
10-minute potential 3-bar play on Meta over yesterday high and pre-market high.
Yeah, they're holding that first push really well at 179.40.
Yeah, had that nice first bullish engulfing candle, bigger than average, and a decreasing volume candle. And now we're just waiting to see if it's gonna pop this high.
When in doubt, zoom out. As you guys can see, the 406 to 412 range has been very, very important to us over the past couple weeks, past week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And as you can see, we have just now hit the top of that range again. It's not the first time we've been here, and it's possibly not the last. So you might have seen around close to high of day. It might go a little bit higher, but you might have seen the best part of the push today. And we have very low relative volume on this chart after the higher open, which is a good bullish momentum move. The fact that we got the higher open from previous day. And a good bounce, like I said, was very possible. Now what we need to look for on the bigger time frame chart is to see, can we hold over 412? And that's still not really the big one to watch. 417.30 to 420 is really what you want to see broken. But this is what's needed for us to even get there. So good sign by bulls today, setting us up right before CPI. But in my opinion, we're probably very close to high of day. If this isn't it, we're probably very close to it. Just my thoughts. Five-minute RSI and SPY showing weakness. Good job, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. I found a picnic basket. Tobias. It does kind of look like both, essentially. Very, very big point of breakout happening soon, that's for sure. Nvidia trying to pop, good call out. I see them passing 217s, which was kind of the main level to look above, so that's a good sign. Good eye, Noxta. Looks like AMD's trying as well, see if they can get over 8270s. A good double confirmation. Anytime you look at Nvidia or AMD is going to be SMH. You can also look at SOXX or SOXS.
And the Qs haven't slowed down as much as SPY has. They're still making new highs pretty steady.
Which is good. Because tech is the largest portion of SPY. They got a big chunk of that pie.
Netflix trying to make that a new high, see if we can get going. Meta's still working on that 3-bar play on the 10-minute. Just needs that volume pop over previous high. Video getting it moving nicely over that previous high now, trying to take out 218. Got a nice little $2 move to yesterday high.
Your 412s are trying to hit, Mill.
Yep, SPY trying to come up and make that new high. Pop that. Microsoft finally making its new intraday high. Apple still right there. Amazon getting going, making new intraday high. Helping Tesla hold that pre-market yesterday low. Google coming off pre-market yesterday low. To me, it's when the AMD scalp. Nvidia's coming up, 218.65. Q's pushing nicely now, 304.24. See if that's going to help SPY. Apple's right there. Microsoft, not too much pop at previous high day. Amazon got a nice pop. Not so much for Tesla, though. Got about 3 minutes on this 10-minute candle.
Noxa, did you enter on that high volume hammer where you said high volume hammer here around last pullback low? Is that where you entered that on Microsoft? I'm just trying to visualize it better.
We're getting decent volume on this 10-minute candle here. They're pushing this new high.
I don't know if I would say high volume hammer, but what is a good hammer? And you did have rising volume break the 9. I think the one thing that gets me, Noxta, is not even the fibs. You know, you could delete all that crap. You know, I'm not even going to hit you with that one. But of the candle that broke that next level and where they held and kind of tried to hold, I mean, they never even really broke this candle. This was more or less where I'd be eyeballing. But this is, again, after the fact, but yeah, maybe stop loss was a little bit too tight. Plus, I kind of think about it like this. Like, if you're entering in this general vicinity, you know, you could probably have a more loose stop loss compared to the guy who's buying way up here, because you're not as screwed as that person is. So that's another thing to add on to that, but I don't know. That really wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad of a fall, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Whatever, though. But good job on NVIDIA, guys. Good job on AMD. AMD's finally holding and pushing higher. NVIDIA was definitely the better move, though, out of those two. Retaking today's open and the recent high of day. They have a new high of day, of course, now.
That's a weak new high push on SPY here. If it doesn't get going much more here, this might be the high of day. Wouldn't be surprised. Got to come down and retest something.
Oh, gold creation. Jesus Christ. I got you, brother. Wow. Really good job, gold creation. I know you just started getting into this, but great job, dude. You look like you've been doing this for years on the multiple contract scale outs. Beautiful job, dude. I love the entry because it was right where I was looking. I like your first exit because it's at the first. You sold half at the first good push, which is good because this instantly lowers risk in the trade. I like that you did it again on the second push, and on the third push as well. I mean, it's just really, really strong. Beautiful job, dude. I like that you kind of scaled out the last 5 a little differently too. Which I know username likes to do that too. Scale out most of them and then just hold the rest of the furthest target. Which beautiful job though, dude. You deserve that 125%. Insane play, gold creation. That was very clean. B-Rock's too funny. So many good leaders in our server.
Amazon's had a nice little push over 99.
Either the Fibonacci would be from the breakout area to high of day, so from 410? Yes, from 410. On the SPY. Great question, Patrick. Sexy green name you got there. But yeah, good job on Nvidia, guys. That seems to have done really, really well. Glad we got to get an extra idea out there for everybody and that it wasn't just the end of the day for this move here on SPY. Beautiful work. Kind of sucks when we cover just a couple plays and then it feels like nothing else happens after, but that's really good that another play came through. So I'm very happy for anybody who is paying attention or just checking out Nvidia.
One speculation, Freddie.
By the way, I didn't trade in the first 10 minutes. I traded the 11th minute because I have impeccable self-control. And yeah, it could be Freddy. I like that thinking. It could be early money, good money buying in first. Could also be them holding it up just to fake people out. So it really could be either or. But I like that way of thinking. Leland said, "We are bullish today because Kramer's team lost."
It's Noxta. And Nvidia's slowly chugging up there.
Yo, beautiful trade review, Sherman. And Sinful. Great work. Let's see what they did. Enter 2 calls 3 days out after holding the open with rising volume compared to the previous candle. Stop as a candle closed under the open. Beautiful stop loss. Sold the first contract after 10% gains because I have soft hands, brother. Second contract exit at 411.50. I don't see it as soft hands. I see it as lowering risk. Now you have 10% gains covering part of your risk in that trade. And it gives you a little bit more confidence to try and hold longer. So I think that was a beautiful exit. Clean, clean, clean trade, Sinful. And then he said, straight call out from the stream and Bueller TA. Let's see, NVIDIA. Tux book 80% shot the previous day open. Took 15% on calls with lowering volume to the downside, setting up the bigger push from bulls to take to the upside. Could have held to 219.58, but this isn't my only trade of the day and wanted to end any real trades here. Beautiful work, man. Good thought process, too. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I say add your thought process to the chart, because you wouldn't have that information unless he said it. He already traded SPY once, so he's not looking to make $1 billion on NVIDIA. He just wants to make a good, quick scalp, and that's exactly what he did. Great, great, great work, Sherman. Love that trade review. Very, very nice. It has been, Noxta. No problem, Sherman. All credit to your hard work, man. Good call out, Minnie. Good call out, Mel. John said, off to the gym, Bueller. I'll be studying again tonight. Have a great day. See you later, John. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. It will take the SPY for a ride.
I think John Harden's going to go hit some PRs at the gym. 600-pound squatter here.
Possible break of the 9 EMA after rejection of the 411s. 411.50s to be precise. Possibly seeing a decent sized pullback. This is the first red candle to close under the 9 EMA since today's open. See how long that took though to slow down? I mean, we already hit these levels 40 minutes ago. I mean, that's a lot of time. That's crazy how that lines up, going from point of breakout to the high of the day so far. And the halfway point and golden pocket, the little range for that, ends up being this little retest spot right here. Very interesting. Which, even without drawing that fib and without doing all that, you should always be watching where we retested from. If you want to go from wick to the wick there, you can, and that's essentially where price should be headed to test to see, are they going to hold here, bounce, retest, reject, push through it? Are they going to come down here, test it, make a new high of day? It's all conditional. If this does this, this happens. If that does this, this can happen. So on and so on. Yo, Nox is in the Gym Bro Club. Look, he hit 225 on his bench PR.
He's calling you out. Race to 315, you and Noxta.
I'm not racing to 315. I'm going to 400.
There you go.
I'm gonna pass Devin's PR just to do it.
Microsoft 274, keeping going, but you know, comms is kind of weak, breaking down with Google making new intraday low there, or almost a new intraday low. My bad. About to make it. Meta coming back down to pre-market high. I am 29. Almost 30.
How much do you weigh, Noxta? Oh, 190. Okay, yeah. That's a little more than me.
Like a hardcore wrestler, man. Oh, we like wrestled year around where I'm from. No, right next door, Ohio. The wrestling belt, you know. PA, Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, Iowa. The good little state area. There you go. Got another Ohio team Ohio in here, Josh. You're getting outnumbered.
Ohio doesn't exist, so how do you outnumber me?
You're right. Nah. I went to Mansfield, Madison, but the whole state of Ohio takes wrestling serious, man. Like, there's a lot of not private schools that are that have a lot of really good programs.
If Devin grew up in Texas, that dude would be in college football right now. Or the NFL. They would have forced him out of wrestling into football.
I think about that sometimes if I would have like took football serious.
like in our area, like there is no basketball scholarships. Like it's all football. There's no other. They force good athletes into football. Yeah, the Eagles could have used Devin. That's for sure. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Green Candlestick. We did a freestyle and Greco in the summer, so definitely did all that too. Yeah, Ryan, I still live around in Ohio, around not too far. There's actually a kid I went to high school with that has the same name as you. He's a couple of years older than me, though, I think. His brother was a couple of years younger. Oh, yeah, so you're probably about an hour from me or so, north. That doesn't work against good kids, man. That works for a while. Oh man, Purple Mango's another Ohio person. Maybe we gotta start doing some Ohio meetups at some freaking clubs or something. I didn't realize there was enough Ohio people in here to do something.
Yo, good job on your 30% on Nvidia, Noxta. Good job, Misi. 10% on AMD.
Yeah, now that we're in the slower part of the market, that train derailment in Ohio is crazy, man, that they're not talking about it. It's like all these chemicals, everybody's pets have died. Like, it's wild. So wild. Yeah, they're having an airborne toxic event and it's not even really being televised.
Ooh, another good Nvidia trade review by the Kid83. Entered Nvidia calls as we closed above previous day open with rising volume. Took the 40% entry and held through the slight pullback, but price held the 5 and 9 EMA and had decreasing volume, which is good. You want to see decreasing volume on pullbacks, giving higher probability for bulls to possibly bounce. Then volume increase and price started moving up. Sold slightly above my price target for 21%. Beautiful, beautiful entry and beautiful exit on that trade. Great work, Kid83. Man, I'm still waiting on them to fix Flint, Michigan's water.
Yeah.
No, don't share realistic news. It'll cause mass hysteria.
Right. Like I mean, it's kind of crazy. We live in a day and age where they don't report stuff like that, but then you see what is actual news.
Kim K breaks up with Pete Davidson.
transgender finally did something for the first time, won women's sports. Like, very cool.
Yo, chill, Devin. We're gonna get canceled if you say that word again.
It can't cancel me, dog.
Stream demonetized.
Yeah, they were like arresting journalists and stuff that were trying to report on the accident. I did a deep dive this morning, and that's when I've seen like all these pictures of people's pets dead, and I was just like, yeah, I'd be very, very mad if somebody told me the air was fine, then my freaking dog died because he was outside. Be very upset. Spot coming up for a retest of 412. It looks like not done. Apple, Microsoft still drifting higher. Meta holding pre-market high area. Google trying to hold. Netflix still holding up there with Nvidia. Buy popping 412 here. Amazon had a retest of the pre-market, or not pre-market high, yesterday high for an 80% entry on Amazon. See if it takes out that previous intraday high as everything's pushing higher with Apple and Microsoft. Meta getting back up there.
Yo, good trade, Shaq. Wherever you are. Damn, has he had a Discord longer than me? Hell yeah. By 2 years, dear lord.
Ooh.
This dude on my Discord, Shaq, S-H-A-K. I saw 2016, I was like, damn. I've had a Discord for a while. If you've had a Discord that long, you are definitely a gamer.
Meta coming back up.
But yeah, again, Shaq, that was a very clean trade. I'm not just saying that to be nice. I like the entry, and I love the first exit more than anything because you did it right as it was making that new high. You didn't wait for anything crazy. You waited for the new high of day, and then you got out because that's the biggest pump on premium is when a new high or new low of day is made. That new surface of price seeing something it hasn't seen yet. That is what makes those premiums really start to move. Really, really good job getting out with momentum. You want to be the fish that gets caught in the net when you're trading the momentum of things, like on stocks. Like let's say it makes that new high of day. You want to be caught in that net because that's where all the best fills are going to be caught. If you get caught outside of that net, you're going to be one of those guys trying to chase your fill, which is honestly one of the shittiest feelings in trading, is trying to go for a fill and not getting it. But that can be dodged. So great work. Very, very nice. And look what they ended up kind of holding before continuing higher. We're kind of just talking about that short-term consolidation if they want to come down, and they held just above it, got a good push off of it, rising volume, and they broke the new high of day. So this does give them room to go hit that next level. Very clean price action today. For real, what a pop. That's kind of what I was thinking too. What a pop. Alright guys, I think that's it for the stream. I'm going to do one more review on SPY. Today, let me zoom it out more. Today, we had a good push. Hold up, let's do this. I like this more, so you can see literally everything. So from yesterday, or the previous, I keep saying yesterday, from the previous day's price action, we had a really good push in the pre-market over the yesterday's close, yesterday highs, and the bigger time frame level at 408.50. Again, all TA routine levels. We ended up getting a good hold over that in the pre-market. You can see they kind of rejected it a couple times, pushed over it, held, got a good push up to 409.50s, came back down, held that area again. And this again just kind of tells us, all right, this is the area to keep an eye on. We ended up getting a lower open from that pre-market. They ended up holding that 408.50, 408 area, and ended up getting a good initial pump, short-term bounce into the pre-market high. You get a long-legged doji, which again is more of a sandwich candle. So whatever happens after this is what you should trust most of the time. Again, this isn't something that happens 100% of the time. Like if a green candle happens after, that doesn't mean it's always going to go up. We can also have fake outs, so just keep that in mind. But this is a very strong signal when you see that doji step in. Another really awesome trade, and we talked about this idea, was after we broke above this 409.50 to 410 range with rising volume. That was the most volume on the day still. They ended up holding just slightly above the 50% of that candle, as well as the area we were looking at TA-wise, between 409.50 and 410. They ended up holding that, holding above the 90 MA, pretty much held everything, really. Ended up pushing higher. We got one retest, a continuation of the 412s, and it was a great time to take profits on that move. We have had one break, haven't broken anything significant, and now we've got another pop back up to the upside. On the bigger time frames, again, when in doubt, zoom out. It's always very helpful to check out the bigger time frames so you don't get lost in what's happening. But a really big move that happened today was that we had the higher open from the previous day's close, and we're pushing through the 412. So the big question today is, can we hold this area as we head into CPI? And if we can, we will see a break of 417, 420 area, and this is what can lead towards higher levels. If we see bad information ruin the market, then we are going to see a break of the 412, 406 range again, and we'll be looking towards 405, 400, and possibly 396. Crazy to say that number again. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Thank you guys for interacting, engaging, dropping your own updates, listening to our updates, just kind of catching some of the information, some of the lessons, some of the ideas we were looking over. Be sure to drop a like on the stream. It really does help out a lot. And if you want to join the channel for extra content, you can join the YouTube membership for $4.99 a month. Very cheap, and you get a lot of really good information out of it. So hope to see you guys later on. Again, thank you guys for being here. Without you guys, this is not possible. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. It really does mean a lot to me. But I'll see you guys later on. Have a good rest of your day, and tune into the Discord if you want to catch some extra updates on the day.